Hello, everybody. Welcome to the programme and welcome to the show. And yeah, if you've been keeping up with the news, they've found a few bones in Portugal. Could be Madeleine McCann. And, you know, she's coming home, maybe, you know. And the good news is, you know, they'll be able to get her in carry-on luggage, you know, on a bargain flight, you know. Or just post her, maybe. Yeah. So that'll bring that bloody that thing to an end. You know, we'll know for sure. But I think everyone knows she's dead. But it'd be nice if she can get a proper formal burial, that sort of thing, you know. Anyway, enough about that. That's depressing. All that fucking whinging on about dead kids. I'm chilling out. If I can get some space. Oi, dog. You lie vertically on the bed, not horizontally. Come on, budge out of the way. That's it. So let me get my feet on. Oh dear. Oh, you're all right there, Wolfer. You're all right. That's it. You flop down. Oh, we got Charlie's girl in. All right, Charlie's. How you doing? Yeah. So anyway, I'm chilling out. Got a documentary about Clockwork Orange on. I think I better turn it. I'll pause it. This has been incited by. Yeah. Right. Anyway, what was I saying? Blah de blah, blah de blah, blah blah blah. Yeah. Yeah. Clockwork Orange. I was watching a bit of it earlier. It gets a bit boring. It starts off. It's a decent little movie, and then he goes to prison. He gets all depressing, and then they start putting eye drops in him, and he goes to this old cunt's house, and he poisons his wine and chucks him out the window, and yeah, bit of a downer. I think Full Metal Jacket's a bit more fun. No, I'm joking. Clockwork Orange is kind of a masterpiece. Interesting taste of decor, you know, the interior decorating and all that lot. Some of the fucking chairs look a bit stupid. You know, there's a sculpture that looks like a cock and balls. Alex's fucking blanket on his bed, his duvet or whatever that is, that's weird, isn't it? Yeah, I like it when he jumps to his bed and he opens one drawer and it's just full of watches and cameras and a hood ornament and bundles of cash. Yeah, I'd like a drawer like that myself. Yeah, wouldn't get much cash in mine. Maybe a bit of loose change. I'll certainly fit a few cameras in it. I'm sure one of them's Nicomat. I can't tell which one because I haven't seen it in enough detail. I have to put the Blu-ray on at some point. I can't get to the Blu-ray because it's in a bookcase full of DVDs and boxes piled up in front of it. Yeah, it's a bit chaotic all round here. I'm having a sandwich in a minute. Just you see if I don't. What's that? Headache. Cuddling with Cleo. Oh, yeah, cuddle with Cleo. Right, said Fred. Oh, fucking right, said Fred. There are a few right, said Freds around the world, and they're all knobheads. Right, said Fred. Oh, two-hit wonders, weren't they? Right, I'm too sexy and deeply dippy, and then nobody gave a shit. The fuckers are just irrelevant twats who bang on about the COVID. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, I mean, COVID, you know, hopefully it's going to cause a bit of shit, you know, close a few pubs with a bit of luck. Give the kids a bit of time off school and, yeah, definitely lock down the kids, lock them in the fucking basement, only let responsible dog walkers in public. COVID. It was good while it lasted. Everyone's insisting it's a big fraud, it's a fake, and it was just an excuse to poison people with a deadly vaccine. Well, nobody's suffered from that vaccine. That's all bollocks. They say, no, they got blood clots off the vaccine. Well, COVID itself causes blood clots. How can they prove it was a vaccine? I'm Too Sexy was huge. Not really. It was just fucking annoying. They're bollocks. Yeah, they were bullshitters. They tried to make out they were fucking session musicians who'd worked with Bowie and Jagger and stuff, and they weren't. One of them was an extra in some pop videos. Right, said Fred. Against the lockdowns, yeah, because they wanted to go. They wanted to go out. I think the lockdowns are a good thing. I enjoyed the lockdowns. I enjoyed all the pain and misery, confusion, outright terror. Yeah, it was a good pandemic. I like a nice pandemic, mate. As pandemics go, it's the only one I've really lived through. If Farage gets in, we'll live through another pandemic, a pandemic of stupidity. He's going to make Liz Truss look like a fucking financial genius. Yeah. They really bollocks up the fucking economy. All the gay bars were closed too. Yeah. That's the thing. It's hardly a lockdown when you got nowhere to fucking go and have any fun. All you could do is go out and go shopping. That's no fun, is it? Fucking, that's a chore, shopping. Yeah, just put your feet up and watch some Stanley Kubrick films and documentaries about old cameras from the 1970s and 80s. That's what I've been doing. Obviously walking the dog and shopping, getting some food in. Interfering with myself from time to time. Dreaming about lovely girls with tight little bums and big juicy tits. Getting your dick wet. Dipping your wick. Having a shag. Doing love making. Achy breaky heart, driving around the bend. Billy Ray Cyrus looks fucking odd now, dresses like a fucking scarecrow. Achy breaky heart. Was Fred West into Rise, said Fred? Yeah, I don't know. It was deeply dippy. Yeah. He was into the sexual perversions, the murders, and burying the bodies in his garden. You don't put bodies in your own garden. That's the first place they look. Under the patio. Now, if you want to do a body properly, you've got to chop it up and spread it around a bit. If you can dissolve in acid, that's a good thing. If you're going to bury it deep. Not that I'm ever going to be disposing of bodies, but I suppose. I mean, it's handy, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, I'm all chilled out. I was talking to AI earlier. Oh, Christ, it's a load of shit, AI. Tried to get a picture of myself, tried to describe myself, handsome, Hollywood movie star looks, all that shit. But with brown fur and big green ears. And you can see the result in the thumbnail. It didn't come out very well. Yeah, that's fucking AI for you. I think AI is a load of poo, really. Big brown dollop of steaming poop. Poop. I said poop, I'm swearing. Fred like that, somebody who came down from a tree. Yeah, pretty much. He was from a Herefordshire farming family. Fred West. They'd done a TV drama about him, and it had Dominic West. He was in The Wire in there. Yeah, Fred West. Apparently, what it was, as a kid, I mean, he'd always been a bit pervy, and apparently there was interest in the family, but he come off a motorbike and cracked his head. frontal lobe damage. That sends them a bit barmy. Yeah. Mm. Banging your head turns you into a serial killer. No, it's just nothing. Thing. Frontal lobe damage. You have to be a bit sick anyway for it to. I mean, you have to be a bit pervy and obsessed with it, or misogynistical, or whatever. But it cuts down your ability to sort of filter behaviour. Yeah, old Sutcliffe had it and all. Poor old Peter. He died of the COVID. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah. I mean, all our great serial killers are dead now. Your Ian Brady, Nielsen, Sutcliffe, Ronnie and Reg. They weren't really serial killers. They was common guard murdering gangsters. Yeah, who were the other ones? Oh, Sidney Cook's still going, isn't he? He's old though. Yeah. Oh dear. Harry Roberts, he done 3 coppers, didn't he? He got out. Colin Pitchfork, double murderer, rapist, rapes and strangled a couple of schoolgirls, the Narborough Village murders. First murder case to be solved using DNA evidence. Yeah. Right, regular wrong, and he was. Yeah, he's been out and about. Not sure that they should release people like that. I mean, 2 separate murders. I mean, it's not like a crime of passion or a fucking whatever. But no, he shouldn't have been let out. I mean, if the Crays could die for knocking out a couple of other fucking nasty gangsters, they died in prison, then Colin Pitchfork shouldn't be allowed to walk free. And Harry Roberts, he done 3 fucking coppers with a German Luger that kept fucking. What do we call it? Fucking jamming. Yeah. How's P. Diddy getting on? I've no idea. We still have Charlie Bronson. He's not a murderer, though. He's not a serial killer. Oh, Kelly, oh, God knows. Hasn't turned me into one yet. Can you get frontal damage after 10 pints? Only if you fucking really properly crack your head so bad that you wake up with a personality change. It destroys impulse control. Frontal lobe damage. Yeah, they reckon Don Crowhurst had that as well. He had a personality change after he crashed his Jag. Anyway, I'm going to roll over, cuddle a dog, and get some, I'll have 40 winks. Well, at least 1 or 2. I need to do a bit of shagging, I do. I need to do some shagging, some proper shagging. Yeah, some epic shagging. Some top-notch quality shagging, not the rubbish sort of shagging that goes on in the world. We all know about rubbish shagging. Forget your rubbish shagging. You got to do your hardcore, real, genuine shagging, like a proper shagger's shag. Shaggerastic. Shagnificent. The Shaggerati. Anyway, Donald Crowhurst. You not heard of Donald Crowhurst? the legendary sailor, competed in the Golden Globe 1969. His ship started sinking. He knew it wasn't hardy enough to survive the southern seas, the roaring 30s or 20s or whatever it was. So he just bummed around in the middle of the Atlantic, stopped off in Argentina to do some repairs, and thought he'd join in at the end of the race, and come in, having completed it. But the bloke in front of him wiped his boat out, and he found out he was going to win the race. So he just jumped over the side of his boat, and they found his boat floating, deserted. And he'd been writing this book while he was on the boat, his log, the captain's log. And he'd gone mad. He'd gone absolutely mad. He was trying to perform the calculations so he could transform himself into God. And made a couple of films about him, Crowhurst and The Mercy. There was a TV play. There's at least one documentary out there. Donald Crowhurst. Just check him out. Interesting bloke. Has he sold 22 million records? No. Might have sold 22,000 copies of a book about him. Yeah, Anyway, I think Brian Harvey exaggerates his fame. I mean, the songs were famous for being, marginally popular pop songs, but Brian Harvey, he's only famous for fucking bragging about how many ecstasy tablets he had in one night, and the fact that he was dating a bird with a face like a fucking baseball catcher's mitt, who was, a minor TV celebrity on a soap opera fucking 30 years ago, 35 years ago, whatever her name was, Daniela Westbrook. Oh, Christ, she's rough. She's rough as a fucking badger's arsehole, she is. Oh, Christ. Not that I've any experience with badgers' arseholes, but I assume they're quite rough. Bristly hairs around, and they're very bristly badgers. Oh, are they? Right, bristly bunch. Honey badgers, they're the worst of the lot. Oh, don't mess with a honey badger. Yeah. Stay Another Day was huge. Come on. It wasn't that huge. I mean, it's not like, wasn't like Oasis. It wasn't Wonderwall, was it? It was a Christmas number one, well done. But we've had a lot of shit Christmas number ones over the years, and the one that everyone goes, that's my favourite Christmas number one, Fairy Tale in New York, it never was a number one at the time. I think it became a number one a few years later on re-release in A Quiet Year. But that's the best Christmas song of all time. And maybe The Little Drummer Boy, Pa-Ruppa-Pum-Pum. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I always like that in Dolce Jubileo or whatever it's called, Mike Oldfield, The theme tune to Fanny Craddock, Cooks for Christmas. Cilla Black's real name is Cilla White. No, it isn't. She took Brian to the Red Rooms. That was Brian's. There was no Red Rooms. Didn't Rolf Harris come with a Little Drummer Boy? Cover him in what exactly? He certainly had two little boys. Tried to tie his kangaroo down. Thunder Eyes. Jake the Peg. With his extra leg. Yeah, that's him singing about having a fucking erection when he was around children. It felt like he had 3 legs. Yeah, he went to prison for his sins. So did Max Clifford. Max didn't come out, though. Jonathan King. The pro-celebrity paedophile fucking circuit. Oh, right bunch of dirty devils, a lot of them. Pedos and rapists. Sex criminals of all types. Anyway. Oh, I'm tired. I've had a long day. I need to go to bed and do some sleeping. All right, then. Well, thanks for tuning in. I'm off. I am bloody off. I've had a bloody duff. All right then. Catch you in a bit.